Hi, welcome to Model Trains. So today I'm looking at a model tractor for the layout. My railway layout is mostly set in rural countryside, so having a tractor makes sense, and I don't have one. So this is the first edition of having a tractor on my layout. This is made by SIKU in Germany. It's based on the Fendt 1050 Vario tractor, and the SIKU part number is 1063, as you can see there. Now, as I've reviewed other SIKU items before, these are die-cast metal with some plastic, and I believe the tires are made of rubber. But yeah, now the cost of this unit is, I think it's about £3.59. It's under £4 anyway, and the quality is, well, certainly by looking through the packaging, the quality is all there, I would say. So let's get into it and have a closer look. And here it is without its packaging, and yeah, it's really nice. I love the fact that it's actually rubber tires that's on this. You know, even from my childhood, these types of model cars or vehicles that was like this, it was always a type of plastic tires that were on them. So it's really nice to see a model vehicle with real rubber tires. Yeah, I mean, for what it is, I'm very impressed. Now, the scale of this thing, and doing a bit of research, there's sort of contrasting stories about the different scales that this is. I've seen quotes that it's 172 or 00 scale, and I've seen HO being quoted, but it certainly is within the scales that I model. So again, for comparison's sake, I'll bring the battery into the shot just so you can get an idea of the scale of this. It's actually got a trailer hitch at the back, which is nice to see. And I forget the name of this hitch at the front here, but they've modelled it. It's actually got a technical name for it. If I remember or find it, I'll maybe post it on the video on the left side there, so you know what that is. But yeah, in terms of the detail, and yeah, I really like it. Now I'm going to do a little bit of weathering on this, and you're probably sitting at home saying, no, don't. But no, I will put some weathering on the wheels and tires. But yeah, I'm going to restrict myself on the weathering of this. But yeah, just to have it more realistic in a field scenario, it needs to have a bit of weathering, I think. Now let me check the cab, because I did read that maybe the cab is removable. Let me quickly check that. Yeah, I'm a bit shocked actually. The cab is removable. That is so neat that you're able to remove the cab. That means I can add a little bit of additional detail in the cab area, whether it's colouring the seat or the steering wheel or whatever I decide to finally do with that. But I think that feature is really smart. So yeah, my initial thoughts on this is, what a bargain for £3.50. Really? That's just shocks you, isn't it? I mean, it's got a removable carb, rubber tires. Wow. How can they produce a product die cast to this level of quality and sell it at that price and still make money? It defies belief. Anyway, it does seem a shame to weather it, but I will get on with that and do some weathering. As you probably know, I'll need to wait for that to dry. I'm going to do the using the acrylic thinners and weathering powders, so I'll need that to dry over 24 hours. But yeah, nice little project for the layout, and let's see if I can get this looking, you know, relatively realistic. So I'll bring you back once I'm a bit further on. Yeah, so it's I'm leaving it in this upside down state while the tires and that dry. I put also some weathering on the steps leading up into the cab, and some at the front hitch, and a little bit at the back as well. So yeah, we'll have a look at it tomorrow. You can see it drying there in the front tire. It's going to look quite different once it's dry, but yeah, really quick to apply. I just used a cotton bud actually. Seemed the best way of doing it. It's also inside the wheel rims as well. Hopefully it's going to give me the effect I'm looking for once it dries. So anyway, we'll have a look at it again tomorrow. Okay, in this shot you can see that I've removed the cab and painted the steering wheel and the seat. Here I've painted the exhaust sort of metallic black, and you can see I've highlighted some spotlights at the front of the cab with some silver. Again, the steering wheel and the seat. There is some weathering as well added to the floor of the cab. This is the roof of the cab where I've used acrylic thinners with about 2 milligrams of black weathering powder, applied it with a cotton bud, and then a clean cotton bud with acrylic thinners just to tone it down to the right level I was looking for. At this point I thought, well, the model's almost finished. The only thing that I added from this point on was that I noticed that there was no tail lights on the model. So it was the only time I actually used a paintbrush on this. So you'll see coming up that there's no tail lights. Yeah, here you can see there's no tail lights. So I painted some red gloss to represent the brake lights on the unit. You can see it here in the shot. These are some diorama shots just to give you an idea of sort of look and feel of how it's going to look on the model rail layout. So would I recommend this model? Absolutely. For a die-cast model under £4 with rubber tires, to the right scale and everything, I think it's fantastic. It's a great deal. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to hit the like or subscribe or both, and I'll see you next time.